Here we go.
This is how you relax.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're out here fishing. My friend over here took me to, Bridget, took me to a lake, a little pond here. And you gotta see this, man. It's, oh, now they're not doing it. No, they're not doing it. It was these bluegill. They're not real big. I think the biggest one's maybe the size of your hand, maybe. But there's schools of them, and they're fighting over these worms, and they're taking the worm right off the hook. It's something else. And Brittany over here is using a bigger hook because I think she's getting tired of these little fellas.
I like that name.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll show you the highlight reel. Oh, this might be the highlight of the day. Look at here. Oh my God. Oh my. He is as big as my beer can. Look at that. Can you see? Don't be peeing in my beer. Anyways, I gotta get him off of there. I can't hold the camera and do that at the same time. Look at there. Looks like. All right, so here's John. John's in the van, in the tater wagon with me. And just came back from a fishing excursion. John wants to hear all about the gory details. So I thought, why not let the fellas at YouTube hear the story too. So I just went on this fishing excursion with Brianna. And we took the boat. And you had to back the boat through this place. There's a pole on one side and a tree on the other. You can barely get the boat and the tater wagon through. And then what I didn't see was there's a pole and there's another tree kind of inside that area. So it's really not wide enough. You can't back straight through. You got to be turning as you go through it, sort of just slightly. Which makes it impossible to line up with this little pond, which this is not a boat launching site. This is not a ramp or whatever. This is a little pond that we're trying to put this boat in. So, it took 3 or 4 tries to both get through that area and back into the water. And in one try, I got the tire of the trailer in the water. It's like a 2-foot drop off because it's not a ramp. And so I get through the thing. I'm paying attention to getting through between the post and the trees. And she goes, whoa! She's behind me. She goes, whoa! And I look back, and here the boat is like caught clear sideways. The trailer is like, what do you call that? It's stuck on the ground there. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. But so I had a hell of a time. And then how that lined up is there's this mud pit behind where you have to go through the trees. Then you go through a big mud puddle. It's like a foot deep of mud. And the van's just mud all over both sides. But you have to get through that to get the thing in the water. Well, where I was, the front of my car is in that mud. So now I'm pulling the boat with the trailer that's grounded or even touching the ground, trying to pull it, and the front end of the tater wagon's in the fucking mud. It's a front wheel drive. And it's spinning to be hell. And that's why there's like, I had to like kind of just finesse it back a little bit and then hurry up and make a run for it, Got through there somehow. Still, I'm so dumb. I go ahead and I keep trying. I finally get the boat in the water. As we launch it, we're not really launching the boat. We're more like shoving it off of the trailer down this slope into the water, thinking, man, I hope we can get it out. And that's what I said to her, man. I don't know, man. I hope we can get this out of here, just me and this girl, And she goes, we can do it. I said, well, we better be able to. I said, but at least I have a winch. We'll be all right. So, to keep the boat there while I, unhooked everything and parked the van, I was going to use just the anchor because there's nothing there to put a rope on. So I just take the anchor out of the boat and I tossed it over my left shoulder as far as I could without thinking about it. And I went ahead and I took the strap off the boat and everything, because it's just laying there, but I'm taking it off the boat, and take the hook off of the winch, and she's got a coffee with her.
You guys got 2 coffees, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, we were a little worried.
We were confused. We were like, did I hand that out? And they were like, no, you didn't. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh, you did good. You did good.
I hope you have one for my...
Have you too. So anyway, where was I? What was I doing?
You threw the anchor.
Okay, I threw the anchor. I unhooked the boat, did all that. And then I jump in the van. I'm like, I'm going to take it back over to the parking spot, which is probably 300, 400 feet away. Not that far, but you got to go through all that shit. So I go through all the mud, I go through the trees, you know, and go out in the parking lot. I don't notice anything until I hit the gravel of the parking lot. And all of a sudden, I hear, I'm like, what the hell is that? And just about then, Brianna turns around and says, oh my God. I said, what? I can't see because it's off to my right in my blind spot. So I like kind of got a cock clear around to see what's going on. The anchor had caught the freaking trailer. So when I come out of there, it pulled the boat out and everything. And I was pulling the boat across that parking lot. I'm looking at her going, oh my God, what are we going to do? This boat is not that light, you know. Luckily, there was some big guy there getting ready to go fishing. He'd just pulled in. He's laughing. He's like, don't worry, bud, I'll help you. So the 2 of us pulled the boat all the way back, put it all the way in. Then it rains on us 2 or 3 times. Just sprinkle, but big drops. And we're like, oh, she's like, it won't last. It'll be all right. She was right. It didn't. It didn't last. 5-10 minutes, just enough to make you feel really chilly, you know. And we got lots and lots of bites, but didn't catch a single fish, because most of them were, no, I'm lying. I got it on tape. I caught 1 fish. 1 fish was caught. It was a bluegill about the size, a little bigger than my hand, because she bought beer, and it was bigger than my beer can. But, anyway, other than that, there was it was kind of fun, because I was just there was so many fish in there that I was just taking my hook and just skimming it above the water and trolling like it won on the little trolling motor, and just watching them. There was looks like schools of bluegill fighting over it and stuff. And it was kind of fun to watch. I was mainly just feeding them because they were so small. They were just taking a worm right off the hook. But it was still kind of fun. And we had a nice long talk, got to know each other pretty well. And then it starts raining. I'm like, okay, you know, it's raining now. We go back out. I go get the van. You know, we got the boat up against the bank. I go to get the van back through the tree and the thing, and forgot about the tree that's off to the side, and you had to turn to kind of get through it. I got the trailer through it, but I didn't make the van through. Knocked the freaking tail lens out of the van. It's all smashed up. I taped it. All I had was some white duct tape, and it's got tape all over it. If the Tanner wagon didn't look terrible before, now she really looks like a hillbilly vehicle, I'll tell you. So anyway, get it all back together and put the boat back on. It went pretty well, except for you had to get the boat about like this, almost straight up and down on the bank, and then just let it kind of fall onto the trailer. I mean, I'm telling you, it was a struggle. Just sweating in my eyes doing that stuff, you know. Finally get out of there, and on the way back home, I'm like 3 or 4 miles from home, maybe less than that. I look in my rearview mirror, and I can see something on the trailer going like this, just flipping and flopping back and forth. I'm like, what the hell is that? A piece of paper or something? I'm like, no, it looks like a big wad of electrical tape, something black. And there's this van right behind me, tailgating me like an idiot. And I'm like, I'm like, I wish he'd pull over or drop back or something, or go around me or something, so I could pull over and see what in the world's flipping and flopping around. All of a sudden, I got a glimpse of the side of it and realized what it was. It's one of the lights on the trailer. It's hanging by the wires, just flipping and flopping all over the place. I'm like, God damn it, I gotta fucking pull over, and this guy's right behind me. Next thing I know, I look back, there ain't nothing there. So yeah, of course, it's gone, you know. I have more light damage than I ever dreamed I'd have in one day. And I didn't even tell him the story about how the car almost hit me head on this old country road. I don't know what the guy was thinking. He must be on meth or something. I don't know how he could even come that close to hitting me. And I don't even know how he missed me. But somehow he did. I couldn't do a whole lot of anything because I was barely moving at the time. But anyway, all in all, I still had a lot of fun, and I'd do it over again. You know, it was fun. Except for I'd be a little more careful with my lights, and I'd tighten my trailer lights up before I left this time. But yeah, well, it needed new lights anyways. They were old. They were the ones that came with the trailer. Yeah, and I see Keaton mowed the yard, and did Keaton mow with your mower or something?
Yeah.
I was gonna say John brought his mower. Huh. Yeah, nice. So anyways, that's the whole fishing story, and I got a little clippage. Maybe I'll let you see.
You got a fire pit
of Brianna, and oh, I got a fire pit. We gotta show everybody the fire pit. I gotta eat though. We gotta eat. I haven't ate all day.
I haven't either.
Oh, yeah, you put the fence up, but it don't have the top on it.
I couldn't get everything done.
It don't have a door on it.
I didn't have time to cut a door yet. I just got it done.
Ah, well, it's nice anyway. There's that boat. Oh yeah, John, you're a good buffalo. I didn't even ask him to do that. He buried my hole there where I was digging the sewer up. Now, see here, the lights are supposed to look like that. Did I point at it? There it is. And it looks like that instead. I don't know. And the license plate, this thing was not made to go 55. Is it 55? The license plate's doing that. It's like trying to turn into a darn wing. I kept waiting for the license plate to snap off. But yeah, if we're going to take that thing down the road at 50-55, we're going to have to do some adjustments, change a few things. But I was hoping I'd be able to do 60 on it. I don't know if I'd do that right now. And that, and I don't know, I totally trust the bearings on it. Anyways, I'm going to eat. Hope you guys enjoyed laughing at me. I had a good time anyways, and I'm not even mad about it. So, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.